The United Nations is warning that people in war-torn Yemen don't have enough to eat. A report by 2 UN agencies says the number of people facing acute food insecurity in parts of Yemen will rise to more than 3 million by the end of 2020. Reports from Afghanistan say airstrikes in the eastern province of Herat have killed 45 people, including civilians and the Taliban. Local officials say at least 8 civilians were among the dead in the attack, Afghan forces in the area. The government is now conducting an investigation into allegations of civilian casualties.
Now, you will remember, as around this time 5 years ago, the TV celebrity raised laughs around the world when he announced he wanted to run for the White House. Fast forward to now, and Kanye West, better known of course as a hugely successful musician, producer and entrepreneur, fancies his chances of taking over from President Donald Trump. A chaotic campaign rally at the weekend drew quite a lot more criticism than support, and it's prompted his wife, Kim Kardashian, to make a public appeal for compassion for Kanye. She confirmed he has bipolar disorder, but says the family can do nothing legally to help.
President Donald Trump is to send a surge of federal security forces to US cities in a crackdown on crime. The president said the officers would go to Chicago, Kansas City and Albuquerque in New Mexico. But other federal deployments have proved controversial. Local officials say they've raised tensions there since the death of African-American man George Floyd in police custody. There have been widespread protests across the US. Let's start with the Daily Telegraph, leading on further changes to where people in England should wear face coverings. The new rules are being introduced tomorrow. Customers will be required to wear them in takeaways and sandwich shops. The paper reports on some of the confusion around that, and the picture is of the Duke of Edinburgh laughing with buglers from the Rifles yesterday.
We won't shop you, says the Mirror, as it reports that retail bosses have told staff to turn a blind eye to customers refusing to wear face coverings.
The Guardian says thousands of close contacts of those confirmed to have coronavirus are still not being reached by NHS Test and Trace. The paper's exclusive says many of those missed are in the areas with most infections.